Great. Thank you. So welcome to Power BI class. This class is going to run for 20 weeks of 2 hours. But I promise you, some of the time I will stretch it beyond your 2 hours. Please, don't come to my class with the mindset of 2 hours. Not all the time. Today, I might keep 2 hours. Tomorrow or next week, I may not. Because I need to, and I'm going to stretch you. Let me promise you that. I'm going to stretch you. I love you. I'm not wicked. And I recognize some of the mothers and misters. Even some of the spinsters that want to go and enjoy themselves after class. Don't worry. You will shower, you will continue enjoyment at home. But in my 2 hours class, I'm going to stretch you. Okay? So it's a Microsoft orchestrated course. So we are teaching about whatever we are talking about. Power BI is international standard. And I am glad this class, I'm not talking to United Kingdom alone. I'm talking to Australia. I'm talking to France. Whatever we are talking about Power BI, okay? As long as if you go to China today, if you can understand their language, Power BI of Microsoft is the same Power BI, international. France, if my guy decide to join an Anglophone, Francophone country, and they are talking about Power BI in French, they will speak the content I'm talking about too. This is an international course. Whatever we are learning in this class, it goes like that all over the world. Okay? United Kingdom, USA, Canada, France, Africa, all over the world is the same. And the owner of Power BI is Microsoft. Is the one that owns it. There is another version, another type that can do data analytics. Tableau is from another organization. Tableau has its own, it's a class on its own. I don't want to compare them because the guy put in their effort to bring in Tableau. Microsoft put in his effort to bring in Power BI. They are class on there. And some of the marketers, some of the sales team, they want to compare them. I have seen quite a number will say Tableau is better than Power BI, Power BI is better than Tableau. But being on a structure, I stay on a balance scale. I believe that Tableau team, they put in their best effort to give us that to analyze our data. Some people find it easier to use, while Microsoft also put in its best, and quite a number of people find it easier to use. So kudos to the two of them. They are doing very well. So thank you for joining us today. We work together with the Microsoft Partner Network and Microsoft IT Academies. This is just talking about the background of the course material I want to use. The next Microsoft expect me is to introduce myself, which I have done. My name, my exposure, my title. Well, I'm a consultant. I'm a training consultant now. That's my title, and I work with Blue Steel for at the moment. Then, thank God, LC and Sobodo has spoken about LC as one of the best organizations in the United Kingdom that are doing fantastic work, and quite a number of you have been running courses with them for some months, if not a year. You can tell more. Please go out there and evangelize about Blue Sky to people so that many people will come. Then all my students, they've spoken about their name, their affiliation, their company, but here we want to talk about Microsoft Power BI experience and your expectation from the course. And I've seen that quite a number of people are coming fantastic. They want to know what to do with data. And I promise you, you enjoy it. Well, this section, if we are in a formal class, this is the way Microsoft wants us to run our class. The class they want you to know the building. As some building, you can only spend you're only staying in some building with allotted time. Some, if it's a physical place, there will be parking space, there will be restroom, There are meals, phones, how to manage your phone that you don't disturb the class, messages, smoking, internet access, recycling, emergency and procedures. That section is talking about what happens when you're in a physical class, the way Microsoft organize its physical class. That takes me to the first part of the introduction. Okay, now the second part now, the course you want to do. What is it about it? What are the things you can do with the data analyst? Data analyst role. You deliver actionable insight by leveraging available data and applying domain expertise. Okay, every data you gather, today you are working with Lillard groups. Tomorrow you might work with pharmaceutical company. Next tomorrow you might work with hospital data. So you deliver an actionable insight, okay, by leveraging unavailable data and apply the domain expertise with the source of that data, where it comes from. Collaborate with key stakeholders across verticals to identify business requirements, clean and transform the data. May I warn everybody in my class, you are not a custodian of data. Hello, class. Am I talking to you? Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. As a data analyst, you are not a custodian of data. You don't have a prerogative command of the data. You don't have power to take any decision on the data. You don't have power to dictate on the data. You don't have the backing, the policy backing, the role backing to twist data of an organization. You must interpret data of an organization based on what the stakeholders want. As a matter of fact, most of the things you do is always emanating when they go for a management meeting. You will see the manager, if you are employed as a full staff there, your supervisor will come and relate to you. Okay, by the time you get to a certain level, they will take you to management meeting as an observer. And the only thing you are there for is when they are talking about your data, they will even call you, hey, Mr. Data Analyst, we want to do this on our data. They will tell you what they want to do. They will tell you their goal. The only efficiency that you have is your skill sets. That's all. The raw data belongs to the organization where you find yourself. You only go there with your skill set to shaping their data, and they will tell you the direction they want their data to go. They will tell you. Then data, you will now rub off based on your understanding of data interpretation and your year of experience. You can now advise them that, sir and ma'am, please, I will suggest. You can only suggest to them. You don't tell your employee or the people you are consulting for, say, this is the way your data should go. Who are you? You are not doing all their business. So let that ring in at the back of your mind. And again, it's the same thing internationally. And at this point, I want to tell you, the data analysis we are looking at today, data analysis is just not the data analysis. Data analysis has a 4 bucket in it. Okay? And as a matter of fact, the name of this course is data science, because data analysis is a bucket in data science. You may now want to ask me, where are the other buckets? The first bucket of your data science is data architect and engineering. Data architect and engineering create pipeline. That is where you gather your data. And your data comes from a variety of sources. Your data comes from relational database. Your data comes from non-relational database. Your data comes from your Telegram. Your data comes from your WhatsApp. Your data comes from your Messenger. Your data comes from your media. Your data comes from diverse ways, diverse areas in life. You could have a geographical data. You could have a health management data. You could have a pharmaceutical data. You may have a political data. You may have a whatever. Different source of information, different locations. And different locations keep the information differently. For you now to gather and assemble your data, you now need your data warehouse. And the roles, the people that gather your data that know because by the time you are going down, you look at the design of your data. You look at what sort of information are you keeping. Okay, so data architecture and engineering is a unit. Then next to it is now your data analysis. They analyze the data based on the data gathered by your data engineering team and architecture team. Okay, then next, there are most of the time, because you just come to data analytics class that you don't know more about, is what they call data governance and privacy. There are rules and regulations that bind the data that you are sharing. Let me shock you. I have a student that I'm teaching SQL in UK. He recommended a book. He want to buy the book that I was using. I needed to buy that book. I am telling you that UK did not allow me to buy the book because I'm in Nigeria. I'm not in UK. So that is data governance and privacy. When there is a request, again, I told you, there is a request for management to generate a report. The first thing that you do is you go to your data governance team. They ask me to do this report. It's the data governance team that will check the source of your data, that will check the policy of the organization around the data. Can they share that data with you? Can they give you that data? Will you be able to interpret that data? Are you supposed to take that data home? They will ask you questions like a policeman, because they're actually police of an organization. Are you with me? So that is data governance. Then data privacy is who and who's supposed to have access to your data. Is it everybody? Is there any Dick and Harry that's supposed to open your data and have access? No. No. And as a database administrator, one of the things I learned is the more I look, the less I see. Because of quite a number of occasions, I saw the salary of my MD. You dare not say it outside that my MD is any this. They can trace it back to you at the end of your career in that organization. So likewise, this one, there are diverse things, there are policies that guide you and who to see your information or not. Okay? Am I communicating? So responsible for designing and building data models, reports, and dashboards using Power BI. All now this is after the first one is collaborate with key holders, okay, across vertical to identify business requirements, clean, and transform the data. Okay, this time around, they want to identify the source. So in the unit of your data science, they will go to data engineering because they are the one that will identify the source for them. They are the one that will tell them the kind of data they gather. They are the one that will clean the data for them. So that goes to them. So the next one is responsible. Now, by the time you are through with your management, they conveying what they want to achieve to you, then the next thing, how do you go about it? That's why they're responsible for designing and building data models, reports, dashboard, etc. That's how those ones come from. And finally, how proficiency using Power Query and writing expression by using DAX. All these things are the things we will learn in our data analysis. Any question so far? Okay, so about this course, successful data analysts start this role with experience in data visualization, products, and services such as Microsoft Power BI. Your data analytics is data visualization. Okay, this is one of the beauty of it. So the first thing you as a data analyst are exposed to is visualization of your data. Okay, then understanding of both on-premise and cloud-based. Yeah, I also omitted that I am an Azure Cloud certified and AWS Cloud certified. But Microsoft is telling me that no, you must, for you to understand your data, both on-premise and cloud, you need to have fair idea of the way data is being used in the cloud. Then a fundamental understanding of Azure data services. Okay, maybe this time I ask you to bring one or two pebbles and cross check it together. So this is part of introduction to your data analysis. And the next thing is about this course, the objective. What and what do we want to learn in this course? So today's class is more or less a preparation class. What do you want to learn? One, identify and retrieve data from data source and understand the different connection methods. That's the first thing we want to learn. Second, optimize query performance. That's one. Okay. Then profile and examine data and apply dataset transformation. Develop a scalable and performant data model. Enhance data model with DAX. DAX is data analytical expression. We will talk more about it later. Using measure, calculated columns, and tables. Use variables and aggregations to optimize model performance. Okay, they just want to work. Let's move on. So this is your formal course outline. These are the 12 courses that will run through in this course. Okay, general, get started with Microsoft Data Analytics, prepare data in Power BI, clearing. That's what we want to talk about in this course. So, you know, Microsoft always back whatever they are doing with certification. So behind your Microsoft Power BI, you have PL 300 certificate to earn to confirm your knowledge of the course. Okay, I know some of us are using one certification there about before. That's exactly about that. Any other thing? So that takes me to the end of the first introduction there, the general one. Any question?
I have a question, Ebenezer.
Please go ahead.
Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah.
So during the course of your intro, you mentioned that data analyst or data science involves 4 buckets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think I only picked 3. Maybe I missed the 4th one.
Okay. Okay.
So you mentioned data engineering, an architect, the actual data analysis, data governance, and privacy.
That's the third.
Yes, I think I missed the 4th one. Or the governance and privacy.
No. Data governance and privacy is together. Then you have your data monetization. We want you to pay monetization. Data monetization. Okay. Yeah. I think that's the fourth one. That's the fourth one.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Please go ahead.
So what apps will we have to download so that we can like keep up to date?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll take care of that.
Okay, thank you.
We'll take care, yeah. So now let's move to Module 1. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Good. So that's my Module 1. Let's move on. You can see some online learning of this thing there. So getting started with Microsoft Data Analyst. Okay, good. So let's move on. You will learn the following concepts: data analysis, get started with Power BI. So that's this is the objective of what I want to learn in this lesson. You know, there are 12 lessons. This lesson 1. So in this lesson, we talk about data analysis. Then we also talk about getting started with Power BI. Okay, let's move on. The agenda of this module is to explain to you data analytics and Microsoft and getting started with Power BI. That's the objective of this topic. So data analytics and Microsoft. Good. 1 minute, let me enter James. I'll soon be back. Hello, guys. Back. Are we there?
Hello. Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. So take your seats, take your popcorn. We are entering Power BI now. Okay. Introduction. Data and information is the most strategic business assets. Okay. Look at the diagram on your screen. Can you see the circle there? Can we identify some things we are looking at there? Tell me, can you tell me in that circle?
We have SAP.
SAP, okay.
We have
SQL.
We have SQL.
We have Excel.
We have Excel.
Oracle.
We have Oracle.
We have Salesforce ERP.
Salesforce ERP.
Access.
We have Access.
Facebook.
We have Facebook.
MailChimp.
Come again.
MailChimp.
MailChimp. Good. What do you think all this thing depicts?
Applications used for data processing.
Everything in that circle, what do you think they depict?
Data.
They store data.
There are tools that can be used in analyzing data.
Are you sure?
Data collection.
You collect data.
That is a word. I am watching out for a word.
Data insight.
Data insight. No.
Acquisition.
SOURCE.
Sources
Data
of data.
source.
Data source. Thank you. They are the sources of your data, where the information you want to analyze is coming from. And see that funnel they put like engine inside that place. They are telling you that all this data that is coming from this source, some of us that have a blender at home, you know, this funnel is like your blender. You buy your pepper, you buy your tomatoes, you buy your garlic, you buy all sort of things together, you pour them into your blender. What happens? It's going to squeeze them together. How many of us love smoothie here? How many of us prepare smoothie for yourself or your family? You buy your fruits, different one, okay? You slice them together, you pour it in your blender, squeeze them and give you your juice. You can see the symbol of engine that crushes all the data from your source. And look at your right hand side. What are you looking at there? What do you identify on the right hand side?
Data visualization.
Data
visualization.
Data visualization. Data visualization. That's what you see. So all the data that is coming from all this circle is what turns to this. That's data visualization. As a data analyst, you are on a journey. Think about all the data that has been generated each day, and that is that is available in an organization. That is the source, the circle you are looking at there. From transactional data in a traditional database, telemetry, all the data you have in your Facebook of this world, WhatsApp of this world, chat engine of this world. Okay, good. From services you use to signals you get from different areas like social media. Signals, some of us that are into cybersecurity, signals and cool like that, information. Anything that is a piece of information is a result for a data analyst. Businesses of today collect and store massive amount of data, yet business continue to struggle to use their data in a meaningful and productive way. I want you to underline that part in your mind. Okay? Which impacts their ability to act. I will only give you PDF slides of material. Okay, I think before our next class, most of your material will have sent to you. Okay, because Microsoft, I didn't have the right to share Microsoft documents. The only thing I can do is I have each page in PDF. I will share that. That's the only thing I'm permitted to do. Thank God you guys are out there. You know the policies, what you can do and what you cannot do. And not that I didn't like you, not that I didn't like you as my student, but the question is, we are scattered across the globe. So who knows who will come across information on your laptop? Okay, that is one of the things where I have to also cover my back. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
business now, people just collect data, they don't analyze them, and business are struggling. Okay, which imparts their ability to act. You know, they can't take decisions at the right time. They cannot buy or sell their stocks at appropriate time because they don't have an adequate information to do that. So businesses should be able to use their vast amount of data, okay, and information in such a way that impacts the business. They should be able to use their data in such a way that it impacts the business, not just gathering data year upon year and there is no value for it. That they can't look at, they can't watch the trend. They cannot ask questions about, oh, we produced in Christmas of last year, how many color t-shirts did we sell? How many white t-shirts did we sell? What is the pattern of our patronage? By the time you understand that one, by the time you understand some of what this thing, you will see how it's going to checkmate and dictate pace of your business. Business decision makers depend on an accurate story to drive better business decisions. Can you understand that? Business decisions makers depends on accurate. Remember, I tell you that you are telling story with your data. Okay? The faster a business can make precise decisions, the more competitive they will be and the better advantage they will have. Do you understand me now? The moment you can turn around and see your data or ask your data analyst, oh, can I have this? You know, your MD is in a meeting in your MD is in a meeting in France, and he left you back in UK, and they call you, hey, pardon me. So your MD call, Albert, I'm in a meeting. I want to, what's our volume of sales last year? You don't need to crack your, just go to, definitely some of those questions you've done before. You go to your dashboard and give him. And that will also give him a clear idea or better idea of how to negotiate business. Some businesses collapse today not because they want to make it collapse. It's because there is no way to ask the right question about the business. Okay? So the faster a business can make precise decisions, the more competitive they will be, and the better advantage they will have. Okay? The key to unlocking all this data is being able to tell as a story with it via compelling and insightful reports. Hi, class. Am I communicating there? Hello?
Yeah, yes.
Good.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, you are.
this is the key reason why you are in this class. The key to unlocking all this data is being able to tell as a story with it via compelling and insightful reports. You understand me now? So your ability to tell story with your data and to give a report inside, when you know, Microsoft use the word insightful. The report that you give to your management and say, are we the one that made this sales? What really happened? How, you know, they are presenting your yearly sales to your management, and your MD is able to see your performance in January, your performance in February, March, April, May, up to December. And if you say, Oga, what happened? Why is our sales so low in February? What happened that our sales pick up in April? What are we doing? So these are the things we are talking about. So your journey of telling story with data also ties into building that data culture within your organization. If you want to tell story within your data, you must be building your data culture within an organization, not just be using your data and be dumping. Okay? Good. Why telling the story is important, where that story is told is also crucial. Making sure the story is told to the right people. Do you understand that? Where you are telling the story of your data is too sensitive. Where you are telling the story, people that should buy into your data, you must be able to generate a report that will convince them, that will speak to their mind, and that they will appreciate. Right? Any question? Okay, let's move on. So, sorry, okay. So the next thing we want to look at is a overview of data analysis. Data analysis is telling a story with data. Hello, class. Hello, my people.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, sir.
Please, in African, you will say, keep that thing on your left hand. Who can educate me why when your mom and dad say keep that on your left hand? What does it mean? Who can explain it to me?
No, you don't lose it.
Always the time you need it.
You bank it.
You bank it. Thank you. You bank it. So, and you know that an African believes that you rarely use your left hand to eat. Yes, some people are lefty, no problem, no doubt about that. But you will agree with me that 90 to 95% of populace is spent 9 years. Am I correct? They spend they tell story, a congruent story of their data that make it easier. That's what I'm trying to say there. Now let's move on. 5 categories of analytics. What are the 5 ways you can analyze your data? Either descriptive. Who can tell me what do you understand by descriptive?
In the word describe how it look like.
Okay.
With
So
diagrams.
you might want to, thank you. You may want to analyze your data by describing the information, and that is the purpose of what you are seeing on the left side. Describing your data using pictorial, pictures. Remember, an architect, when they design a house, they will come back with the model of that house so that you see the house we are building for this way is going to look like when we finish it. That's the purpose of the model. They want to describe it. Okay? Before data can be used to tell a story, it must first run through a process that makes it useful in the story. Your data must run through a process that makes it useful, otherwise they will throw it off. Okay? Thus, data analysis is the process of identifying, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data to discover meaningful and useful information. You take that? Okay? The data is then crafted into a story via reports for analysis to support the critical decision-making process. That is your role as a data analyst. Then the second is, why the process of data analysis focus on the tasks of cleaning, modeling, and visualizing data. The concept of data analysis and how it is important to business should not be underestimated. Do you understand what I mean? As much as I value all these things, but you should not also neglect the importance of data analysis in an organization. Okay? So While the process of data analysis focus on the task of cleaning, modeling, visualizing data, okay, visualizing data, the concept of data analysis and how it's important to business should not be underestimated. Did you get that message from me? Is it clear?
Yes, it is.
Good. 1 minute now to do something here. Good. To analyze data, core components of analytics are divided into following categories. Okay, so I've given you background. I'm giving you the core competence of data analytics now. While you are doing, I'm explaining that it's in 5 categories. As the world becomes more data-driven, storytelling through data analysis is becoming more vital component and aspect of business, large and small, and is the reason organizations continue to hire data analysts. Can you see the reason they are giving the job now? Hi. Some of us want to form career with data analysts. Can you see the reason? So that when you are, as you are in the class, you are patiently follow what I'm doing. So as the world become more data-driven, storytelling through data analysis is becoming more vital components, an aspect of business, large and small, and is the reason organizations continue to hire data analysts. Sorry.
Sorry, I have a question, sorry.
Please go ahead.
What do you mean by prescriptive and predictive? Like, what does that mean?
I've not explained that. Just be patient.
Okay, sorry about that.
I'm giving you background of no. You are not wrong. So I'm just giving you background of those things I want to explain to you there.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Data-driven businesses make decisions based on the story their data tells. Can you understand that? You will not appreciate this until we get to practical. Data-driven business make decisions based on the story their data tells. Okay? And in today's data-driven world, data is not being used to its full potential. That is what I've been doing for the past almost 2 decades as a database administrator. I am just keeping. I am doing my backup every day. I am doing backup every day. I'm doing backup. But nobody is interpreting the data. I gathered data the whole of last year, year before the last, 10 years, 15 years, is just sitting down there. And the business is not seeing a way of how to improve their business. And the best way to improve your business is to look into your data. Good thing your data will tell you that in year 2010, you made a sale of 40 billion naira in March. In 2011, you made a sale of $5 billion in the month of the same March. Now you are comparing to 2 years. A good management will question the marketers. What happened? Why do we have about 10 billion a year before the last, and this year we're having 5 million? That's 10 years after. You are looking back at the data. And somebody will say, sir, there was COVID-19, there was this, there was that, then there was infiltration in the market, that delayed our product. That's why I could not be able to sell in that time. Oh, have we mitigated that? What are we doing now? So that our sale will not do. Can you see you are using your past to set up your now? Good. So a challenge that most business face today, data analysis is and should be a critical aspect of all organizations to determine the impact to their business, including customer sentiment, marketing, and product research, identify trends or any other data insights. So these are things they ought to have done before. Okay, now the 5 categories of the way you can analyze your data. I told you I'm laying foundation. So you have your descriptive. Descriptive analysis helps answer questions about what has happened. Hello? Your descriptive analysis will ask a question, what has happened, based on historical data. Descriptive analysis techniques summarize large data sets to describe outcomes to stakeholders. You as a data analyst, they are telling you that you have almost 10 terabytes of data. By the time you know what you are doing, you look into the data, you can summarize it in 10 lines. That's what descriptive does. Diagnostics. Diagnostic analysis techniques supplement more basic descriptive analysis. Okay? They take the findings from descriptive analytics and dig deeper to it to find the cause. You understand what I'm saying here? You, a descriptive analyst, you analyze your data. You identify what the trend or your business for the past 5 years. Why your diagnostic guy is looking for why. Why must I have a low sale? You want to solve it. Okay? Is that clear to that? Diagnostic. Diagnostic is helping you to figure out why something must be what they are. So they take the findings from descriptive analysis and dig deeper to find the cause, the performance indicator, and further investigated to discover why they got better or worse. So your diagnostic is now you are looking at the data you gather over years. You are examining the data. You are looking at you look at the data of between 2010 to 2020. You are now asking yourself, what happened to our sales in 2010? What happened to our sales in 2011? What happened to our sales in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015? Okay? So you look at the range of the data you gathered. Say for an example, by the time you are looking at the trend of 2010 to 2020, what do you think will happen in 2020? What will happen to your data in 2020? Hi.
It will be obsolete.
2020. What happened globally in 2020? That's COVID-19.
COVID, yeah.
So your sales goes down. So by the time you are now diagnosing, you are looking at your data. You are looking at your data painstakingly. You are saying this data I gather. What happened in 2020 or in 2010? How come I have this volume of money? What happened in 2015? What transpired between 2010 and 2015? What transpired between 2015 and 2020? That is what diagnostics enter. Okay? The next one is predictive. Predictive. What does it mean? You want to predict. You want to look at your data that, oh, in April 2023, I bought some. April 2023, you are looking at your data that I bought some things, I did some things, okay? You are now looking at this thing I buy and I make so amount of sales. So what if I repeat that notion? What will happen we are predicting what will happen ahead of you. The predictive analysis techniques use historical data to identify trends, underline the word trends, okay, and determine if they are likely to reoccur. You understand me now? Okay, predictive analytical tools provide valuable insight into what may happen in the future. Am I communicating? It's going to predict what will happen in the future. Prescriptive. How many of us do go to doctor? What does doctor do?
Oh, he gives you like a prescription.
Hey, in case you analyze your data and you saw some negative things there, you ask yourself, oh, What's next? Okay, you need to heal the man. The man is sick. He's sick financially. So lift him up. Give him encouragement. You prescribe, oh yeah, go and meet Dr. Shuaib. Go and meet Dr. Janet. He will give he will make provision for certain things for you so that your business will pick up again. Okay, you are prescribing based on the information you have. By using insight from predictive analytics, data-driven decisions can be made. These techniques allow businesses to make informed decisions in the face of uncertainty. Okay, in business, a business is just like in our spiritual world, you are told that who wants to build a house that will not estimate what it will cost him or her to finish that house. Otherwise, you just build it halfway and you have abandoned projects. Cognitive analytics, okay, helps you to learn what might happen if circumstances change and how you might handle this situation, derive conclusion based on existing knowledge. You are using your cognitive now. You see some situation, you now look at, okay, let me do this so that, some people, if you've been to some of our lady selling wares, they will buy some things within a day. Even though if you say, oh, this I'm going to pay only 1 naira, oh, do I have little money? I bring it. Okay, they are taking cognizance of what might happen tomorrow. That's what cognitive data analytics is all about. Cognitive data analytics helps you to learn what might happen if circumstances change. If situation changes, what will happen? So that's what your cognitive data analytics will give you grace to manage. Any question?
I have a question, Ebenezer.
Please do.
I don't even know who was raising their hands before. Oh, Sultani had his hand up. You want to go ahead, Sultani, or are you happy for me to go?
Oh no, don't worry, I don't have my hand up, sorry.
Okay, right, okay. Thanks, Ebenezer. So my question is, for the different types of different categories of data analytics.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand a bit about the cognitive one. So we're saying that cognitive analytics is what you do with data as a preventive measure. Would that be a right way of saying it?
Yeah, it's a preventive measure.
Okay, so how is that different from prescriptive then? Or prescriptive, you're trying to solve a problem. Meanwhile, cognitive, you're trying to prevent a problem. Is that right?
Okay, let's look at this way. Prescriptive is you've seen deficiency in what happens when your sales goes down. You are now saying to avoid such. Okay, it's just like, let me look at this. What Obama did when Obama was doing for second term, an average American, they are not ready to vote for him. They felt, why should a black man be in the house? Okay, they already withdraw their voting. They already withdraw their voting right. They want to give it to another person. Obama now went out of the people that don't vote. That's when you have your LGBT come on board. He went among them, tell them, okay, campaign to them. So he's now looking at that's prescribing a solution to his problem. But cognitive, let's see the difference. Analysis helps you to learn what might happen. Predictive is a situation has already happened. You are prescribing a solution. Cognitive is you are envisaging that if this problem happened, what will I do? How am I communicating?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thank you.
Prescriptive is it has happened. is in the past. You are now prescribing a solution. Okay? Now, cognitive is you are asking yourself, what if this thing happens? Okay, you send somebody to go and buy some liquid material for probably for soap production and some other things. Predictive is you look back that last year when I bought 2 gallons, the soap I make quickly finished and I couldn't meet my customer needs. Okay, you now say this year instead of buy 1, I'm going to buy 2 based on the report you had before. But cognitive, you are now saying that what if these 4 oil jar that I buy now, what if it breaks? What will I do? Now say, okay, you now give money to another person. You didn't send the same person. You now give money, you go and buy another 2 and keep for me. Cognitive is you are presuming that there will be problem. You are presuming there will be challenge. Then you are now prefer solution ahead. Am I communicating? Hi, class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Good. Thank you. So now, having understood that part of telling story with our data, then we are looking at the rules. These are the rules you have in your data analyst. You have your business analyst, you have your data analyst, data engineer, data scientist, database administrator. Their role are very, very, very key. So what do we do? How do we manage them? Who's helping me? I want to speak here. What's the role of a business analyst?
Wait, is it to analyze business data specifically, like trends in the market?
Is the one that understood what each value in a business stands for. He's the one that understands what legacy that you are leaving behind. He understood them. Okay, so he will only be talking about business. While you as a data analyst will be speaking about the number, the dimension, and the metrics. That's a rule. Okay, and let me call your attention to something where some of us that come from African background, to the Australia, to France. I know they are standard. To some of us that we are within the country. Most of the time, so many organizations will confuse you because it's the same person that does business analysis that will do a data analyst role. There are 2 different roles. There are 2 different functions. Okay, so that's that. The data engineer speaks into your raw data, the design of your data. Okay, whether you see it or whether the character you want to keep, the length of character, the volume and the volume and description of your data. That's what your data engineer is all about. Then data scientist. Data scientist is looking at your data in a holistical way. Data scientist is, remember I told you the class core bucket. Okay, you have your data architecture and engineering. You have your data governance and privacy. You have your data analytics. You have your what again? Okay, you have your data monetization. So those are the 4 groups that make up your data science. And finally, database administrator is just a custodian, nothing more. Just a custodian of your data. Am I clear there?
Yes, I have a question, please.
Please ask.
Yeah, can you go back to the previous slide? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Right in front of this data analyst, what is the next one? Yeah, what's the
Okay.
meaning? What is the PL minus 300? What does it stand for?
That's the certification exam.
Okay.
Yeah, professional analyst.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. So when you are doing your data analysis, these are the 5 things you do as a data analyst alone. I am not talking of data engineering. I'm not talking of privacy and governance. No, I am talking about you as a data analyst. This is what you do. Prepare data, model it, okay, model it, visualize it, analyze, and manage. So that is your role. That is what you want to, that's the job you want to take. So task of data analyst. Now that you look at the who and the what, it is time to look at how. You already know that a data analyst is one of the several critical roles in an organization, okay? Helping uncover and make sense of information to keep the company balanced and operating efficiently. So without your data, your company may not be run efficiently. So as such, it is vital that you, as a data analyst, clearly understand your responsibility, okay, and the task that understanding your responsibility and the tasks that are performed on a near daily basis. So the skill set of a data analyst is essential in helping organizations gain value insights into the example of data they have. So what are the first job? You have your data analyst that collect the data, clean the data, transform the data. That is our role. So the next one is after you shaping your data properly, you now have a model. A model will depict the way your data, just like the one I show you on the screen here, is a model. Okay, it's a model. All right. I think I should talk about my data now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, like this. Looking at this part, all your data source that goes in there. Okay. So these are the tasks. This is what you do as a data analyst. You prepare data, you show the data in a model, visualize the data that people will see, analyze the data and manage it. So no problem. So that takes me to the end of that small course. So there is a question they want to ask us. I want us to participate in this question. So any question for me before I ask you my question? Don't worry, we'll soon round up. Any question for me? So let me ask you my first question. Which data role enables advanced analytic capability through reports and visualization? Which of them? Hello, are we in the class?
Data analytics.
Data analytics. Data analyst. Thank you. Data analyst. Question number 2. Which data analyst task has critical performance impact on reporting and data analysis? Which one of them?
That's the visualization of this.
Come again?
That's the data visualization.
Are you sure? I want contrary opinion.
I think it's modeling.
Why is modeling? Talk to me. Why modeling?
Oh, because like by modeling it, you know, like what exactly you're looking at. But visualization is like making is like looking at it from an easier perspective, so like other people can like grasp it, the information. So like, yeah, I'm not really sure how else to explain it, but that's what I think is modeling.
That's certainly right.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Okay.
Okay. When okay, sorry. Modeling is what showcase this is the way my data will look like. What you are looking at here, let me go back here. Adami. This is modeling. You are showcasing the data from the source, center here, it becomes this. That's modeling of your data. So we'll see more of it when we go to the, okay, so
Sir, can I ask a question?
please go ahead and ask.
With question number 2, the
Yeah.
answer being modeling,
Mm-hmm.
where does cleaning come in? I'm thinking if the data is not cleaned, the modeling wouldn't be efficient or would not be proper. So
before you can model, you must have cleaned your data properly.
yeah, the question is saying the
which data analyst task
has critical
has
performance
critical
impact.
performance impact on reporting. You understand me now?
Yeah, I do.
Is your data that you clean, you model it for you to see the look of the data, and is that model that you now transform to the reports that you are giving? Calm down.
Okay.
Calm down. When we get to where you explain, you understand better, you understand better. Let's move on. So the third question, what is a key benefit what is the key benefit of data analysis? Data analysis, what is the key benefit?
It helps organization to make business decisions.
Wow. Wow. Who is talking?
Albert.
Albert. Have you done this course before?
Well,
That's a perfect answer. Eh?
Well, I've taken yeah, a bit.
Okay. So informed business decision. That's the job of data analyst. You can come in and do whatever you want to do whatever you like. But the key benefit of your data analysis is informed business decision is being taken. So that takes me to lesson 2. I will gloss over this lesson 2 when our time is fast spent. In our class, next, here, this is your Power BI for you. This is your Power BI. Look at this television light at the back. It's talking about your TV. Then all the phone beside is talking about accessories that you can use with it. Okay? Okay. So Microsoft Power BI is a collection of software, service, apps, and connectors that work together to win work together to turn your related sources of data into coherence. Okay, make your data coherent. Okay, whether visual, immersive, and interactive insights. Whether your data is a simple Microsoft Excel work or a collection of warehouses, Power BI lets you easily connect to the source. You know, you'll be able to connect to the source and be able to see what they are doing there. Okay, Power BI lets you easily connect to your data source, visualize what is important there, and share with anyone or everyone what you want. Okay, great. So that is deep about your Power BI. This is talking about Power BI platform now. And your Power BI comes in about 3 flavors. You have the desktop Power BI that you install on your system. That's where you work. When you are through with your desktop, you publish your results to service, Power BI service. And finally, you can publish to your mobile. So look at this diagram very well. Behind is your Excel. The next one is publish it to service. That's where you have the inner one. It's not like in window. It's like a portal whereby you publish your information. You can publish your data there that people will see. And finally, on mobile, you design your report in such a way that people can take up their phone and understand the information you are passing across. Okay. Sorry. So that's that about Power BI is another way. Source of data, Chrome BI, and here being destroyed. So let's be careful about who we run an errands for. So you can see the diagram and you can see a whole lot of what Power BI is doing. Okay. So I've told you all the 3 flavors now of collection of Power BI. So how you use your Power BI might depend on your role on the project or a team. And other people in other roles might use Power BI differently, which is just fine. Other people in other teams might use Power BI in a different thing. So the flow of work in Power BI, a common flow of work in Power BI begins in the Power BI desktop. That's how you begin your analysis. That's how you connect your source. Okay? Where a report is created, that report is then published to Power BI. Can you see that? Service. And finally share so that users of Power BI module app appears can consume the information. Okay? Good. Any question? Any
No.
question? I'm listening.
No questions.
Good. So these are the basics of Power BI. These are the basics. Now that we've introduced the basis of Microsoft Power BI, let's jump into some hands-on experience and a guide tour. We don't need to bother myself about guide tour. We'll see them later. Okay, we'll see them and I will show you. You will see your Power BI installed on your system. Good. So I'm trying to figure out. So now the flow of activity looks like the common flow of activity or what you are doing is like you bring data into Power BI desktop and create a report. Publish to the Power BI service where you can create new visualization or build dashboard. Share dashboard with other, especially people who are on the go. View and interact with share dashboards and reports. You can see you just say hello. So view and interact with share dashboard and reports in Power BI mobile apps. Okay, these are some of the things that you discuss with your team as you are doing it. So as I mentioned earlier, you might spend all your time in the Power BI service viewing visuals and reports that have been created by others, and that is fine. Someone else on your team might spend their time in Power BI Desktop, which is fine too, to help you understand the full continue of Power BI and what it can do well. Okay, you should do well, show you all of it, then you can decide how to use to your best advantage. That's the purpose of what we are doing. We are showing all things to you so that you have it in your note, not that somebody did not show it to me. Visualization, sometimes also referred to as visual, is visual representation of data. That's seeing those information in graphics form. Okay, good. And these are building blocks of Power BI. Look at the way you are interpreting your data. Then look at it again. Okay. So now the following images show a collection of different visualizations that were created. I've shown you all the pictures there so that I don't waste much time and we need to go and rest. The data set is a collection of data from combination of many different sources, which can filter, combine, and provide, okay, a unique collection of data. So I'm just giving you generality of where your data comes from. You generate a report from it. Dashboard, this is what, can you look at this screen? What is on the left-hand side is, all you see here is interpretation of your data. These are dashboards, okay, that you give out. And you see the importance as you are progressing. So that is your Power BI visualization for you. In the next class, you will see some of the things we'll be doing by next week. So, but let me ask you my winding down question. What are the building blocks of Power BI? You can tell me. Take it again now. What are the building blocks of Power BI? Okay. So, but what are the building blocks? Can't anybody tell me the building blocks?
Like we could say like the data source.
Okay, go on.
Reports, dashboards.
Data collection.
Okay. Oh yeah, try more.
Data visualization.
The Power BI service, the Power BI desktop.
Data service.
Data modeling.
Data modeling. Thank you.
Power BI gateway.
Look at that. So that is the building blocks of your Power BI visualization, data sets, reports, and report dashboard and titles. That's the building blocks of your data. Okay. What is common flow of this so what is common flow of activity in Power BI?
You have displayed the answer already.
There will be what?
I said you have displayed the answer.
We already displayed the answer.
Oh, don't worry. I didn't do my settings omitted. So bring data into Power BI desktop and create a report, share it to the Power BI service, view and interact with the report, and that's also that's the flow of Power BI. Bring your data from the source and create a report, share the report to Power BI service, view and interact with the report, and dashboards. That takes me to question 3. So a collection of ready-made visuals pre-arranged in the dashboard and report is called what?
Data model.
Data report or data analysis.
No.
Is it dashboard?
Is it visualization?
Visualization.
An app. Okay.
An app. A collection of ready-made visuals pre-arranged in dashboard and report is called visual. That's all. So that takes me to the end of the introduction to the course. Any question?
Yes, can I ask a question, please?
Please do.
The slide you showed where there was the connection from the source of data through the funnel to the visualization.
Yeah. Going back there. Okay.
Yes, you've passed it. Yeah, this one.
Please. Yeah.
The sort of lady with a face like a cat and the man with a cap. What applications are those?
Social medias.
Okay.
Social medias is representing your social media. You know, you didn't see WhatsApp here. This is Snapchat here. There's no Telegram here. They just pick in your SAP. I think they put Facebook. All those other ones, they are trying to represent them. All those your SMS message, they are source of information. Organization might be interested in how many SMS message does my staff send in a year. You may want to know.
Okay. Thank you.
Those are the things.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So any other question? So I've already taken almost 30 minutes away from your time today. So you are welcome to data analytics class. Hope to see you next week, Monday. Right?
Yes, thank you.
So may we take it down? May we take it down tonight?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I will ask Wumi the Telegram. The Telegram
recording.
Okay, please stop recording. We are through. I stop recording.
I'll try and message them on Telegram.
Okay. Let me talk to Wumi. Just hold on. Don't worry, they're not picking. Don't worry, they will edit it out. So final thing I would like to tell you is I will ask Wumi for your Telegram group. In that Telegram group, before weekend, I will upload all the material, the settings for our practical. I will upload there for you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So good night to you all.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Mr. Peniza, please, I want to. Hello.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes, I want to see you. Just me and you.
That's LC, right?
Yes, that's why.
Okay.
I think
Do,
Ola with me was saying you can. I don't know. They stop
do,
recording.
do you have my number?
No.
Okay, take my 00. That's
Okay.
2 plus 234.
Second. Okay. 234. Yes.
80
80
23